Hello, I would like to present a research paper, Mussel Farming Production Dynamic in the Baltic Sea region. Mussels filter water and high nutrient contaminant in the water also is interesting for further research, including absence of the existing development strategies and marketing characterized by demand of organic environmentally friendly products increase the necessity to analyze this aspect. The aim of research is to develop suggestions on possible production based on research results and analysis of statistical data on mussel production tendencies. Research methodologies are theoretical findings, expert interviews, and statistical data analysis. Several researchers have analyzed different aspects in different countries. For example, Ottensen and Graham analyzed Norway mussel farming production amount. Theodoro and his colleagues analyzed mussel production in Greece, indicating necessity of managing mussel farms with size larger than 2 hectares. And Rodi and colleagues analyzed the negative attitude and the other. Several researchers have acknowledged that mussel farms are typically small in size. And Silva analyzed and his colleagues analyzed the economical feasibility of integrated multi-trophic aquaculture for small-scale aquaculture farms, and results indicated economic viability. Ingmarie, Gren, Lindahl, and Lindqvist analyzed and found out that mussels filter water and reduce nutrients in the water. And also Ingmarie, Gren, and Tirkoso analyzed costs for mussel farming in Russia. Since 1950s, fishery amount has been increased multiple times. Further will be provided statistical data. In 2003 and 2004, Denmark was in leading position among the Baltic Sea region countries in terms of blue mussel farming and harvesting. However, perception decline in production volumes was observed in subsequent years. Blue mussel production decreased on average by 4% per year over a 20-year period. In Germany, blue mussel production volumes have exhibited a significant fluctuation over the past 2 decades, with annual increase of 39% recorded during 20-year period. In Norway, has exhibited more modest annual growth rate, 4% over the past 2 decades, while in Sweden, the annual average increase of blue mussels over 20 years was 6%. In manner analogous for Norway, blue mussel production in Sweden remains comparatively modest in relation to the Germany market. The highest average price for blue mussel was observed in Germany in 2014, reached €2.41 per kilogram. Then in France in 2017, when it was €2.61 per kilogram. In Norway, in Germany, in 2020, it's €2.46 per kilogram. And then in Portugal, the highest was in 2022 when it's reached €3.48 per kilogram. Lowest average price for blue mussels was recorded in Sweden and Denmark. In 2019, the price of Sweden was €0.57 per kilogram. In Denmark, the price of blue mussels has exhibited a downward trend with an average annual decrease of 4% during the period from 2013 until 2022. Mussel production in Chile has increased by 258% from 49,000 tons in 2003 till 437,000 tons in 2022. Similar mussel production in China has increased by 39%. And collectively, these two countries are responsible for 61% of global mussel production in 2022. Over the course of 20-year period under consideration, the highest increase of mussel production were observed in Venezuela, Turkey, Russia, Portugal, and Germany. Conversely, the most significant decline of mussel production of 2 decades were recorded in Thailand, Peru, Italy, Greece, and Denmark. Conversely, the most significant decline in mussel production was witnessed in Venezuela, Ukraine, United Kingdoms, Peru, and Brazil over the 20-year period. In 2022, the leading countries of mussel production were in Chile, China, Spain, New Zealand, France, Italy, Thailand, and Republic of Mussel farming has been responsible for a significant increase in production in Chile and China. European market has seen a decline in mussel production over the past 2 decades. The decline of production in the Baltic Sea region commenced in 2002, consequent with the decrease of mussel production in Denmark. Conversely, mussel production in Sweden has exhibited an upward trend over the past 2 decades, with a more pronounced increase observed in the last decades, and imperative to elucidate ecological, ecological values of mussel to society and consumers, thereby underscore merits of utilizing and consuming this product farming. Thank you for your attention.